OSC, as the facilitator for construction sector, has engaged with key stakeholders to deliver the needed challenges that will lead the sector forward and prepare it for the challenging path ahead. Efforts are being made to resolve key concerns that are hindering the ability of the sector to expand and grow. These include workforce issues, payment issues, and several other issues. The CEO, in his keynote address, will brief the audience on what has been done and what to be expected. Now, we would like to invite Mr. Shahswar Balushi, CEO of OSC, for the keynote address. Let's welcome him to the stage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As you've all heard from the chairman, the aim and the purpose of our gathering today is to look for potential solutions, ideas, suggestions that we could raise to the stakeholders and try to maneuver ourselves through these very challenging times and challenging times that will come ahead. This event is structured into 2 days. Today is the first day. In this day, we would like to set the scene, get everybody acquainted with what we are facing. We tried to design this day interactive as well. As you can see from the sitting arrangement, there will be panel discussions, there will be people presenting different sessions and talking about it. We will try to get some latest updates in terms of the economy, oil prices, try to look into the crystal ball of the oil price if that is possible. We'll try today to share information so that we gather the ideas and the concepts in our mind for tomorrow. We will debate through panelists some of the challenges that we're facing and the challenges that we will be facing. The chairman mentioned that the economy is dynamic. That means the challenges are also dynamic. What we faced yesterday is being added with furthermore challenges that we're looking into it, and he just gave a few of them. We will learn from each other, and then we will move to the second day. The second day is a great brainstorm day, where we will have a smaller group, hopefully. The group will be moderated by 3 guys. I'm one of them. We are aiming to come out of that brainstorming with smart solutions for ourselves that we can disseminate across, come out with a steer that will lead us forward to 2020 and hopefully should be able to change it. And then we would like to become the leaders in being more proactive and lead what we see is the right way forward for the sector and for our companies and the economy at large as we move forward. Let me give you a quick snapshot. Some of the issues that we're facing prior to the economic conditions that we're facing were the payment issues that we talked about. Some companies were facing difficulty getting their final accounts finished with the clients. We're facing organization, unrealistic targets, facing getting the right workforce to work for us. We're having issues with the old common terms and conditions in the contracts. It's not matching with the recent economics situations, and we're looking at how to improve that. We're facing with issues relating to how variations are managed and handled by the clients and the consequences of these managements. And then we're facing also some concerns on companies' classifications and how best to regulate ourselves in the industry. Some new stuff has come up as a result of the oil price being dropped. Potential reduction in business that is there. We don't know whether we will face further reduction in business, how the business is going to be like. Some of you may have contracts already in hand for 2016 and parts of 2017, but then what will come next is the question that we would like to see resolved for us. We might need to streamline our workforce. That will have its own challenges as well, whether they are expatriates or Omani workforce. how to deal with that, how do we partner with the government and the stakeholders to try to deal with these problems. Credit limits with banks and cash flow constraints might be another challenge that we will face going forward. Cost increase, we've read in the papers, the subsidies on fuel will be removed, fees on some governments will be further increased, etc. So these will have impact on existing projects. Whether those will be compensated or not, it's a question that we need also to look at. And then all of these will definitely impact the whole supply chain and how we are going to work towards that and how we are going to resolve those issues. So this is a snapshot, trying to get your mindset all together, thinking as we are discussing today and tomorrow. What we have done as OSC, the chairman has given some ideas. We have proposed several issues with the stakeholders and particularly the government. One of them being how to rectify the labor market. We've got some discrepancies we need to rectify so that we could work more effectively. We proposed ideas and solutions regarding that. We proposed a basket of solutions on how to deal with the workforce issues, whether the urbanization targets are realistic, how to alleviate the pressure on getting expatriate workforce, and so on. All of these have been presented to the government. We've been debating since April on these issues. Unfortunately, until now, we haven't yet come to a conclusion. We've reached as far as the ministry team agreeing that what we're saying is correct, but the final ink on paper hasn't yet come. So we are still working on it and we'll persist to continue on that. We proposed solutions, again, to different stakeholders and to different government agencies on how to deal with the variation management, best practices in contract management, etc. We have, like the chairman said, been given the privilege to participate by the Ministry of Finance in the common terms and conditions of contracts. Some companies joined me in the workshop, the first workshop that was done. The legal firm Denton is handling this, and we are communicating with Denton, and they're also going to be part of this event later on today. We have already formulated companies classification. Hopefully during 2016, we will try to put it into action, get some companies to be classified, tested, and then launch it in a bigger way to everybody. We will continue to engage the government. We will not tire, we will not stop. It's a continuous process, it's a continuous dialogue. We need to work together, we need to collaborate with them. We need to understand their challenges as they need to understand ours, and the only way we can move forward is through partnership and working together. We have developed programs in HSE and HR certification. They are available. We've tested them. Our HSE program will be soon accredited by IOSH to be an international accredited program. So these are available. Tomorrow in the afternoon, I'll be signing with Rahul the agreement, an MOU with PDO. PDO will be willing to help us to develop our workforce, Omani workforce, in the areas that we see fit to develop our people. So they're taking proactive action with us to see how best they can help us in this, and that will be signed tomorrow. What do we need to do? I think we need to be more proactive as a sector, as companies, rather than being reactive. We shouldn't wait for others to tell us what we need to do. I think we should take an action forward and be more of a leader and propose our ideas and concept. We need to strengthen OSC as the representative body of the sector through membership and empower it to be able to present you better at the government level and other stakeholders level. Now the way system works in the government, we are a nation of institutions, so we need to lobby, we need to move forward, and OSC can play this role quite effectively. We need to continue our efforts to engage the stakeholders. We have to start producing smart solutions to resolve pressing challenges that we're facing today. Propose smart suggestions to stimulate the economy. How best can we do that? What does the government need to do on their part as a partner to change in terms of regulation, laws, systems, and so on, to to help stimulate, to help increase investments, whether it's internal, regional, or foreign. We need to work together as partners. We need to joint venture, maybe even merge, to address projects, much more challenging projects locally or internationally. I think we have to open ourselves the door of the international market and not depend solely on the Oman market. We have earned over the 45 years experience in building very challenging projects in Oman, from airports to roads to bridges to you name it. So we've done quite a lot. There is a lot of good experience here around us, and I think if we put it all together and work together to open other markets outside, that might be a way forward, and we can work on that as well. What is coming? We have the annual general meeting. It's coming in March. There will be a new board election. So those of you who are interested to be in the board of OSC, the opportunity will come here. To elect and to nominate, you have to be a member. So those who are not, they are welcome to be members, and those who would like to renew the membership, they're welcome to do so for the purpose of the board elections and to be part of this organization. We are going to have more specialized workshops. We are working with other stakeholders. We're looking to work with Denton, for example. We will be soon having a workshop on how to deal with non-productive workforce. What is the legal parameter acceptable by us? They will give us a learning process on how to work on that. And so many other workshops, whether it's in the HSE and so on. These are all in the pipeline and being planned to be implemented in 2016. The chairman has mentioned about the outstanding payment. I've been requested from the stakeholders, for those who have issues in terms of finalization of accounts, payments, etc., please bring those forward to us. We will consolidate them, present them as a package to the stakeholders to expedite payment in this challenging time. This help center idea is an idea that I think I would like to put it forward, maybe select a group of you guys with experience and try to help other companies who are facing challenging, learn from experience from each other in these particular challenging periods. So this is what we're looking to coming up in 2016 and work forward in it, and many other more, but just to summarize it, that would be it. So, as I said, together we achieve more, and together we should work today to try to find solutions and way forward. We've got lots of good minds here sitting with us, and I think we can tap those minds going forward. Before I end, I would like to thank all of you for attending. It's a very nice turnout. I would like to thank all those who have participated in funding this event, the sponsors. Thank you again, and good luck.